Someone's just sprayed something around the house. Jesus Christ, that's strong stuff. Ooh. I know, right? No, that smells funky. Oh, that smells right. It smells like a man. It's a man's world. Hey, the women love the man smell. What can you train? What can you train? Do you want to be a blacksmith? No, I don't want to be a blacksmith doing leather merchant. No. Let's sell this shit. That's quest item. Sell, 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 sell. Gold. Oh, 16 silver now. We're going up these ranks. We are getting rich. Ooh. Hello, sir. We're gonna go and kill princess in it. Believe there is. Believe there is.
Welcome to the stream, Wilson. And welcome everyone to the stream. Hi, Tracy. Today we are going in with Forgotten Hollow, and it is going to be Harvey's birthday. And I hope too that I don't have a death during a wedding, but that shouldn't happen because I don't have a wedding going on. We have a birthday party, so let's really hope there's not a death during that. It is. That would be a catastrophe of insurmountable grand scale, truly, because he is only a child and he is turning into a teenager. So Harvey does have a birthday coming up in this stream. He is turning into a teenager, and we need to make a decision on if we want him to be a vampire. I think we had decided that we do want him to be a vampire. So if that is the case, I think while he's a teenager, we would go ahead and turn him, because as we know, when they are teenagers, they don't really make very many changes from teen to young adult. So I think we would go ahead and make that change for them when he's a teenager, as opposed to waiting for them to go ahead and become a young adult. But you guys can let me know, do you think, hi Marvel, welcome, and hi Pudge. Welcome to the stream. So if you guys think that he should go ahead and be a teen vampire, or should we wait for him to grow up to a young adult? I don't know. I didn't want to wait for too much time to pass for him. I kind of thought maybe we would go ahead and get him set up for being a vampire, because as we know, his whole family is a family of vampires, and if he is going to go ahead and turn, I think he would want to go ahead and kind of get used to that, because that is going to be a really big change for him, being that he's been a human this whole life so far, right? So that's going to be something that he's going to have to adjust to. Turn him? Okay. And hello, Steeler. Welcome to the stream. So he is turning into a teenager. Today actually is his birthday. He has a birthday party at 10 o'clock this morning, and it is very early. It is only like 1 o'clock in the morning almost. So everybody is keeping really weird hours in this family. As we know, being vampires, they keep super strange hours, including Harvey. I mean, he's already kind of keeping their hours as it is. So I figure he might as well go ahead and fit in with the family. But Harvey is an amazing student. He went ahead and got a promotion at school when he went to school yesterday, and he's constantly doing his homework. He's such a good little kid. Look at James. James is really in a bad way, I think. Holy crap. Like, why are you in your vampire form, sir? Like, is there something going on we should know about? I don't even know. Turn him, please. I would love to see a teen vampire. I had a half-were vampire as a teen with a mod. Get in on the action by slapping it. Who is Raven? Who is Raven? What do you mean, who is Raven? Who is Raven? I'm Raven. What do you mean, Marvel? Who is Raven? I'm Raven. They call me Raven. Okay. Let's just go ahead and check everybody's needs. So it looks like she is really sad, but why is she sad? She's sad from feeling that people are peeling away from her, and she calls herself a people person, but she's losing friendships, and she's sad about it. And she is feeling trapped in this relationship. I kind of figured that she would feel that way sooner rather than later, considering we know that Rose is a non-committal sim and she's in this relationship. I figured at some point she would start to kind of feel that way, but I don't know. I really don't know what that's going to do. I know that, you know, she wants to quit her career from feeling non-committal as well. So I don't know. Do you guys think that we should let her go ahead and quit her music career? That's one of her wants currently right now, is to quit her career. She is really feeling like she's trapped in her life right now, in this relationship, in this job. Everything is just the same, and she's feeling really, really overwhelmed with the fact that everything is just the same. And so she's just like really kind of almost feeling like she's suffocating in her life right now. The poor thing. Yeah, let her quit her job. Okay. I mean, it's not like they're hurting for money. They've got 579,000 simoleons, so we will go ahead and let her quit her job. And she can just be here with the kids for a while, and that will probably make her want to get a new job, to be completely honest. But she's like, let's quit this job. Are you sure Rose should quit her job as a jingle jammer? Yeah, let's quit that. Alright, so she's gonna quit that job, and let's see how that makes her feel. Jobless. Now she's tense. What will Rose do without a job? Her job was her life. Well, honey, you wanted to quit. So, you know, but what does this say? Feeling confident because she's self-assured. And she has career freedom. Nothing's better than being unfettered. That job was holding her back. Okay, so her tension has kind of gone away from that. A little bit. So she is kind of just feeling a little bit all over the place. Start a new relationship. Commit to another sim. Rose, what is your deal? She's really struggling, guys, with this life that she's currently leading. Have her quit and become a Twitch streamer. That would be a difficult position for me to put her in, but I mean, that is a thing that she could do. but she has zero skills when it comes to that. She's into painting and she's into music. Those are the only skills that this girl knows how to do. And obviously, James is tense as well. He feels his friends are slipping out of his life, and he has a festering bitterness. I don't know who he has a festering bitterness with, but someone around him he has a festering bitterness with, and he is not happy about it. Oh, it's Rose. He has a grudge against Rose. So these two are clearly going through some problems. And he has a bitterness against her, and whenever he's around her, he gets tense. So, she wants a new relationship, and he has a grudge against her. So this is not the happy marriage that it once was, unfortunately. Which is saying a lot. It's saying a lot. What we thought was a happy home is quickly turning into a not so happy home with this family. Which kind of sucks. Because I thought they were kind of happier than that. But I think it was to be expected that they might have some rocky roads, because obviously we know that, you know, Rose is a non-committal sim. So, that is to be expected. But they did just have twins, and now they're having all these problems. So, then again, you know, sometimes when you have all these kids, that doesn't make things better, it makes things worse. And, you know, they already had Harvey, and I think they were happy with Harvey, but then they wanted to have kids of their own, and now they're having all these problems. So, Harvey's like, look at that smug look on his face. He's like, you should have stopped with me. You know, I was a good kid. You should have just stopped with me. So let's go ahead, and we are going to go ahead and order Harvey a cake here for his birthday. I think I'm going to get him this one here. And we'll just put it here on the counter and go ahead and put some cake. Okay, let's put it directly in the center of the counter here, or it doesn't want to work. And we'll add some birthday candles to it. That way the cake is ready for when the birthday party happens. And we do have people coming over for the birthday party, so I do hope that everybody kind of, you know, behaves themselves for when company comes over, because they do have company coming over for this party. Rose has invited some people to come over and, you know, celebrate with Harvey for his becoming a teenager. And so I do hope Neighborhood Brawl, we're not going to participate in that. I don't want our Sims participating in that. So I'm just going to cancel that. But I am going to just go ahead and get James in here. He's going to make a special meal, because I don't remember if I invited any humans over, but in the event that I did invite humans, I do want there to be something here that they can, you know, have as far as food to eat. And Harvey is just dancing away at his mom playing the piano here, which is kind of precious. Look at him go. And we will look into the Twitch career for Rose here and see if that is a possibility. I think there is a streamer career that she could get into. Let me just look and see. Okay, so she can do a ton of careers, but let's look and see if there's the one for the... So she could do social media, or she could do Simfluencer or video game streamer. So that's what you're wanting her to do, is the video game streamer. Yeah? Video game streamer? Play video games for fun and profit. Be a video game streamer where slick moves and comedy basics combine, and you are the star of the virtual show. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And then we just need... Do we want her to use her face as the profile, or does she want to use an avatar? I think either her face or the skeleton one would be appropriate for Rose. You know, considering she's a vampire and all. Her face? Okay. Alright, so what does she have to do? Should Rose get a jump start and accept the assignment? Yeah, sure. Alright, so she has to reach level 2 of the entrepreneur skill. And she has to reach level 2 of video gaming, and she has to talk to a friend about side hustles. Alright. And Harvey's just in there getting himself a little workout in, which we freaking love. And Dad is just dealing with Herman, which is perfect. And Morticia is still up here just sleeping her little life away. This child, like, basically eats and sleeps, and that's about it. That's all she ever does. Eats and sleeps. So she's kind of precious. Alright, come on over here and talk to James about side hustling if you can. Let's see if that is an option. Come over here and... Oh, she can apologize. Go ahead and apologize to James. I don't know what you're apologizing for, but you can apologize, so you might as well take the opportunity to apologize. See if we can do some side hustle talk. I'm not sure where to do that. I've never played with this job because it's brand new. So we are learning together. But I don't see any options to talk to him about side hustle. So maybe he and I are able to talk about that. I don't know, but they don't seem to be getting on very well, do they? They're fighting. He is seriously tense around her. Okay, you guys need to stop fighting. The birthday party is going to be starting soon, and we cannot have you guys getting all pissy. My heavens. He's going to come in and chat with James and just be like, you two need to behave yourselves. Mom, Dad, I'm going to have to ask you to go into separate rooms. You know it's bad when the child acts more grown up than the parents, and he's just a child. But look at them. They just can't get along. Okay, Rose, go over here and feed Keon, because clearly the only thing that you're good for is staying away from James right now. He is clearly not happy when he's around you. She's like, no, I just want to fight with him. I'm not even going to go away. Yeah, you are. Okay, let's start the birthday party. People are starting to show up, it looks like. Oh, and Herman, it looks like, what are you doing, honey? Oh, you played in the makeup. Okay. So Herman has decided to go and play in some makeup. Okay, Steeler. And got into the makeup and made his face. He looks absolutely beautiful. His hair turned red. I don't know why that happened, but, you know. Everyone's come over for the birthday party. They are just visiting here, which we love. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves, because Harvey is a good little kid. Obviously, he would be very respectful and just, you know, go ahead and give a respectful introduction to the guests that have come to celebrate the party. The people that he doesn't know that his parents know, he's just going to be like, hi, thanks for coming to my birthday party. I realize that you don't know me, that you know my parents, but I really appreciate you coming over and, you know, coming to celebrate my birthday. That is really nice of you to come by. Oh, and James is expected at work, so he's not even going to stay for the party. And so instead of, you know, Rose doing her normal behavior of going ahead and eating the guest, which she is really, really good at, which we know, she's actually on her best behavior since it is Harvey's party. She is just going ahead and having some nice conversation with everyone. And, you know, she is just being the perfect host, because she's like, I'm not going to ruin, obviously, my son's birthday party. I'm just here to, you know, hopefully let him have a good day. And oh, Morticia's finally up, and she's come down to help herself to some French toast that obviously her dad has cooked, which we love. So let's go ahead and get a look here at Morticia. She is precious. Our entertainer has come to play the piano. We have also hired a mixologist and a caterer for this event. So they went all out for our little Harvey here for his birthday party, which is perfect. They have, you know, gone all out for him because, you know, not only is this his teen birthday party, but this is the birthday party that will be his last human birthday. And I mean, from now on, he's not really going to be aging, because he's going to cease aging once he becomes a vampire. And so they know that this is a very special birthday for him. And so they've gone ahead and made it as special as they can for him. And they've gone all out to the best of their ability. I mean, obviously they have... Your cat is called Rose and she's a bloody nightmare. Well, kind of so is this human Rose. She is kind of a bloody nightmare as well. Which is kind of where I was getting at is, you know, the parents fighting has kind of taken a little bit of the shine away from this special birthday party for him, because they can't seem to get along. And it's supposed to be this really special day for Harvey, but, you know, they're on the rocks. And, you know, he can kind of feel that pressure and that tension, but at the same time, it's supposed to be this great you know, time for him where he is coming of his teen years, and also this special time where he's going to finally go ahead and enter into his vampire stage, and his parents not getting along is totally screwing that up for him. And, you know, I don't know if maybe she is kind of wishing that she hadn't have settled down with James now. You know, if we remember back, she had a thing for Caleb in the beginning. And look, she's flirting with Lilith. What are you like? Just what are you like? Okay, I don't even know what she's doing. But anyhow, she had a thing for Caleb in the beginning, and then she decided to go for James after she met James. So maybe she's regretting settling down with him so quickly, but she turned herself into a vampire to spend her life with James, and now she's like, oh, I'm feeling suffocated, and I'm feeling claustrophobic, and I'm feeling like I'm trapped in this life, and now I don't want this. And, you know, they're fighting, and he's got this big grudge against her, and like this festering bitterness against her, and she's just like, look, you knew I was non-committal from the very beginning. And he's like, no, what I knew was that you decided to become a vampire to spend your life with me, and now you're like, oh, I want out of this relationship. And, you know, you can see she keeps waving him off, and like all this company is around, and she's just, you know, she's being an ass, basically. Honey, I think you need to go to the bathroom. And all these people are in the bathroom, and you need to go. But you really, really need to go. So James is off to work, which obviously will make the birthday party a little less tense if there's only one parent here instead of two. Which, not to say I want this to be a single parent situation, but when only James or only Rose is around, the house is a lot less tense. I can tell you that. Which is not necessarily a good thing, but it is a lot less tense when there is just the one parent in the house. So we're going to go ahead and let Harvey grab himself something to eat here because he is a little bit hungry. It is, you know, time for him to grab himself something to eat. And then after he gets himself something to eat here, we're going to go ahead and let him blow out his candles because, as we know, it is about 3 p.m. The party will be ending soon, and he does need to blow out his candles. And so everyone's going to go ahead and come blow these candles out. So he is just going to go over here, and we are going to watch him blow these candles out, and he is going to become a teenager. No one even celebrated with him. They're all in there just paying attention to themselves, but he's like, whatever. This party has not gone the way it has planned. My parents can't even, you know, act them, you know, the way they need to act. But we're going to go ahead and randomize his traits. So 1, 2, and 3, and he got party animal, romantic, and dog lover. I think I like those traits. He also has goofball. So he's got himself quite a bit of you know, different traits here. What do we think we want his aspiration to be? What do you think Harvey's aspiration should be? Do we want to make him a good vampire? Or does he want to have a vampire family? Or we could make it something else completely entirely. Like, I don't know, do we want to make it where he is a good vampire that tries to remain as human as possible because he can remember his human side? Or do we want to make it where he decides he wants to embrace becoming a vampire and he then wants to go on in his future to have a large vampire family that comes like after him? I guess he could go either way, being that he's lived both lives as well, like Rose. Like, Rose kind of wanted to procreate because she has had both lives and she feels like vampires are superior, but she is unable to bear children. So she was only able to have the twins. Whereas with Harvey, he may be able to have a lot of children, but he may decide, you know, I remember what it's like to be human and I want to be a good vampire. What do you guys think for Harvey? I honestly think he probably would be a good vampire. Where was that? I'm going to put him as a good vampire for now. If you guys change your mind on that, then you can let me know and we can change that later. But for now, I'm going to put a good vampire for him. Oh, and he's got broken CC. Yeah, he totally could still have a family as a good vampire. But I do think that he would be good. He's a very good kid growing up. So I just really think that he would be a good vampire. We are going to go ahead and hop into Cass here and fix him. He is completely broken. So let's go ahead and do that really quick.
Bix, Wilfloy.
Okay, so that is what he's aged up to look like before his makeover. I kind of dig the hair. Not gonna lie. The eyebrows have definitely got to go, but I kind of dig the hair. Okay, you're driving me nuts. Let's see if I can get one of these other eyelashes to stick. There we go. So he grew up with black hair. So I think I'm going to keep him with the black hair. When he was little, he had black hair, but it wouldn't stay black. So we left, we turned it blonde. But since he grew up with black hair, I'm going to leave it black. And again, I think I'm probably just going to do his everyday outfit, and then I'll do his other ones off. Screen. How do these look? Let me just see if I can find him some boots that'll go well with this. Maybe these might work well. I don't really know. Let me look. Those might work okay. Give me just 1 second, guys. Be right back.
Hotter than fucking piss in here.
It's... Okay, sorry about that. And I think those boots will work probably, or maybe these. Let's do those. Hi, Leah Maria. Welcome to the stream. I think I like the other sweater better. It's a lot of black, but I mean, they're vampires. They're supposed to wear black. Okay. The white shirt with black I had on looked nicer. Okay. I can change it back. You like this one better? Okay. Alright. So there is Harvey. I'm just going to do this first outfit for him, and we will go back into the game, and then I'll do his other outfits later. Which means he's probably going to be in some really crazy outfits, but, you know, it is what it is. Ha! He did age up nicely, didn't he? I'm hoping that his black hair will stay black and not keep turning into blonde, because if it does... Hi, King Jim the First. Thanks for the biddies. I appreciate that. You actually caught me on a stream. It's freaking amazing. Look at you go. I am hoping he doesn't keep turning into a blonde, but if he does, then we'll just end up changing him back to a blonde again. But, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes your CC hair turns into doing whatever it wants to do sometimes. So we'll see how it goes. How are you today? First time chatter. Good, good. Oh, good. Okay, so now that the party is kind of over officially, not unofficially, it'll be over in what? 20 minutes time. They are just kind of hanging out here, finishing things up here. James, we know, has gone off to work. Rose is just spending a little bit of time chatting with everyone that she's invited here. And obviously we have our lovely Harvey here, who has aged up. He's in his hot weather outfit because it's hot. He's hanging out here with this other teen, which is perfectly great. He is going to be obviously going to high school soon. Happy birthday. Shame about the party. At least someone left a book as a present. It's in your household inventory. What do you mean shame about the party? Whatever. I mean, it was a decent party. We had a nice turnout. Everybody came. Everybody, you know, whatever. Nobody cheered when we aged up because, you know, that would be too much like participating in the party. But I mean, our parents fought throughout the whole thing. Rose wants to leave James. I mean, it's struggle bus, okay? It's the struggle bus. He instantly has decided he wants to do his homework. We have us a good kid overall. We've decided that Harvey is going to turn himself, or we're going to turn him into a... Oh, James is home from work. Or he skipped work. Oh no, he's home from work. Okay, so that could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I haven't really decided. We have decided that we are going to turn Harvey into a vampire. So I don't actually know if we can do that as a teen. We're gonna have to look into that. So let's see if he can ask his mom about that. Ask to turn. Is she gonna do it? She is gonna do it. She's like, if that's what you want, son, then I will totally turn you into a vampire. Absolutely. We want you to be part of this family forever with us, and we will grant you vampirism. So Rose is going ahead and doing the honors and turning Harvey into a vampire. Did it work? I don't think it worked. They just reset in the T-pose. I don't think it worked. Let's see if I can try again. Turn into vampire. Okay, this time it'll work. She's like, that is enough. Harvey has consumed the essence of a vampire and will turn in a few days' time. Okay, perfect. So he has started his transition into vampire, and he is currently picking himself some plasma fruit, so when he finally does turn into a vampire, he's going to have himself enough fruit to, you know, take care of him there. So that's lovely. Rose is just in here cleaning up a little bit. As you can see, it would seem that the bathtub has exploded, or, oh no, he had given a bath and not cleaned up after himself. Well, that's fine. Every single time James is around Rose, he is tense. He has a festering grudge against her and some bitterness. Their relationship is extremely, extremely rocky right now. She is wanting a new relationship. He has a grudge and festering bitterness. I don't know what we're going to do about this marriage. Travel to prom with Harvey. Harvey literally just now started school, hasn't even been to high school for one day, and they want him to go to prom. I'm gonna say no. So we're gonna skip prom. I'm not exactly sure what she did, but she is non-committal and is feeling suffocated, and so she quit her job and started the video streaming job instead. And now she wants a new relationship because she's feeling suffocated in her relationship, and he just decided that he has a festering bitterness, and now he has a looming anxiety from the fear of a dead-end job. Oh my gosh, James, I can't keep up with you. So they are just in a really bad place. And what does this say? Rose is just not feeling someone's energy right now. It's time to bail. She's just not having it, okay? She's just not having it. As we know, she really just never really was in a place where she wanted to spend her life with someone. She's always been non-committal. I think that she didn't really think about the fact that she, you know, forever is a long time, and being a vampire forever is a really, really long time. And I don't think she really thought that out. When she met James, she fell in love with him, yeah, but I don't think she really thought about forever. And forever as a vampire, I don't think she really thought about that much of a forever. And she just got caught up in the passion of it all. And now it's sinking in, I think, for her. And you know, she was also, you know, had her parents in her ear, like, you need to get married, you need to settle down, you need to get married, you need to settle down, you need to have kids, you know. And I think it was just a lot for her to deal with. And so she just did whatever she needed to do to keep everybody off her back and to keep her sanity. And now she's really struggling with these decisions that she made as, you know, years ago. And it's really, really affecting her now. Negatively. Like, she's feeling very trapped. And he is feeling that as well, because he can sense this in her. And I think it's causing them a lot of grief, because anytime they're together, all they do is argue now. Whereas before, we noticed that all they could do is, you know, kiss and carry on, and they couldn't keep their hands off each other. Now when they're together, they're both tense, and all they want to do is argue. So having these twins, I think, made it worse, because sometimes when you're already having trouble and you're feeling trapped, and then you throw kids into the mix, it just makes those problems 10 times worse. And I think that's kind of where they're at right now. So I'm hoping with time, maybe that bitterness for James will go away, and maybe they'll be able to work through it. But if not, I don't know, maybe they're going to end up separating. I honestly don't know where this relationship's heading, but as of right now, if it continues down the path that it's on, I don't think it's going to last. I really don't. I think Rose will bail. I think she'll be like, peace. But we will just have to see how that goes, and I don't know. That being said, I think I am probably going to go ahead and leave this one here. Let me go ahead and see who is currently streaming so that we can do a raid. Because, you know, we should do that just because that's the nice thing to do. Share the love. So we are going to raid Angela the Green. Let me just make sure I have her information correct here, and then we will go and do that raid. Angela the Green one. And I will see you guys on the next stream, which will be on Friday. And until then, I'm going to fly for now. Bye, Ravens.
Hello, Mr. Cole. We're playing cattails today. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I appreciate it. I give all the love back. Thank you, thank you. So, once the song ends.